Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Limit Breakdown. We review everything in TV shows, movies, and entertainment. I'm your host, Sid.
I'm Migs.
Today, we're going to be doing our weekly roundup for the week ending in July 9th. That means we're going to review all the news and things going on. But first, the box office numbers.
The box office numbers.
So, Migs, what's our top box office numbers for last week?
All right, so we got a big shakeup this week with the weekend box office. Brand new #1 movie. Sony's new horror movie, Insidious: The Red Door, coming in at #1 with $33 million for its opening take.
Nice. Pretty good. I enjoy this series, so I'll probably check that one out.
#2 is gotten a bump from last week. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny with $27.4 million.
Wow, yeah, this first week it was really bad, so I'm glad it got up.
Yeah, it bounced back pretty steadily. #3, Sound of Freedom with $19.7 million. I'll have to dig into that one. I'm not familiar about that one. Film. Holding on strong at the #4 spot is Disney Pixar's Elemental with $10 million.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, that was actually a really good movie, so I'm happy that it's stuck in there. Nice. And then holding on strong to that #5 position is our boy Miles Morales with Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse at $8 million.
Bet. Okay, cool.
So that brings us to the end of that and right into our next topic.
Fair enough.
So Deadpool 3, right? Very highly anticipated upcoming release. Did you see the picture that was released?
Yes.
I'm gonna post it up over here.
Yep.
But Hugh Jackman in the comic book accurate Wolverine suit.
Yellow. Oh man.
What did you think?
I'm happy because Deadpool. I think because of the character that Deadpool is, he's able to. At least the producers and stuff are able to put so much like comedic stuff into it. Yeah. That they can put comic accurate stuff in it and just rip on it or make it better. And it's great fan service.
Yeah, of course.
So
I mean, I think at this point we've all been begging for like a comic book accurate Wolverine costume.
Yeah. I mean, it is a very ridiculous costume. Yeah, but the fact that they brought it in Deadpool 3 with huge jacked man it, so I am thrilled that it's going to be in there.
Have you heard so I don't know if this movie's going to get as ridiculous with the cameo rumors as, say, Multiverse of Madness did, or to a lesser degree, Spider-Man on No Way Home had crazy cameo rumors.
I have heard that the cameo list is large.
So, again, all of this is rumors. Nothing is known for sure, but there's rumors that Ben Affleck is going to be camoing.
Camoing.
Ben Affleck is going to have a cameo as his version of Daredevil.
I forgot about that.
And then Jennifer Gardner will
Elektra.
As her version of Elektra. Yeah. So that's gonna be interesting. Man, and again, those are the ones that seem to have the most kind of air to it. There's some other ridiculous ones that I really don't want to get into, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see.
Oh my god, yeah, I'm still gonna watch it. Like I think it's gonna be a great movie. So yes, I'm excited for those rumored cameos, even if they're not in there. I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna enjoy that movie.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fair enough. But Anime Expo in California ended last week. I know we touched on a few things last week about some of the news coming out, but we didn't touch on all of them.
Okay.
So I kind of wanted to run through a few of them.
Okay.
So I don't know if you've seen or heard of the show called Black Butler.
Okay.
Black Butler is coming out with a new season.
Okay.
It's been on hiatus for like 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
So it's coming out with another season. There's also going to be have you ever seen Jujutsu Kaisen?
No.
Okay. It is a very entertaining show.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming out with, obviously a new season is going to be coming out, I think, later this year, but they're coming out with a video game based on Jujutsu Kaisen.
Okay.
And it's going to be more or less kind of like a 3D brawler type game, similar to the Naruto Shippuden the Ninja Storm game.
Gotcha.
So that was huge news coming out of that one as well. And so Bleach obviously has come back. for
Right.
this new season called the 1,000-Year War.
Okay.
The part 2 has a date or has a tentative timeline, and it will be releasing. Actually, I think this week. So this week, part 2 of the Bleach final season, technically, is going to be releasing.
Okay.
So, yeah. Yep. And so this has nothing to do with the Anime Expo, but I don't know if we talked about this. Did you know they have a date and a name for the next Spider-Man movie?
Yes. Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Yes, it's called Beyond the Spider-Verse.
I think it's March 24th.
Yeah, something like that. So it's 29.
Okay.
I didn't know that they already had
sometime in March. Yeah.
I didn't know they had a date and title for it. But yeah, so the title is Beyond the Spider-Verse.
So it's funny that you mention it too, because there was kind of a hoax going around TikTok and Instagram, because somebody had put out what was supposed to be a letter from the producers of the movie that said that the movie is going to be delayed till 2025. And everybody was all upset and all of that. And then finally Sony put out a press release saying that was not from anybody in the development team, and that as of right now, there are no plans for any delay of the next movie. So as of right now, it's still slated to release in 2024 in March. So
because I know a lot of things are being delayed because of the huge writer strike that's going on in Hollywood. So I know a lot of things are on hiatus.
Yeah. I mean, it's really, really creating quite the stir. I don't know how knowledgeable you are as far as what's been going on with them, but it's essentially like they're trying to get a more balanced deal on how they structure the payment, the way that they pay the writers, and without getting overly into the weeds of it, it's basically because of how everything is basically geared towards streaming now. The model that they had in place basically shortchanges them, because instead of them being able to book longer contracts and longer shows, they do much shorter work all at once. So whereas a lot of times, the writers, they would, like, let's say they got they got a deal on a show that was going to go on television, right? So then it's not just the original writing, it's writing and then it goes to editing. Sometimes stuff gets changed in editing, and then as it's being filmed, sometimes stuff gets filmed and all that, and then post-production and all that stuff. Whereas now with streaming, since everything is done so compressed, and it's basically, instead of several episodes getting filmed and then more episodes to get filmed later, everything gets done all at once. So whereas before they would have, like, a contract for a show would last a year, or 18 months or whatever. Now it's 3 months, and they're still getting paid basically the same rate that they were. And so all that time that's being lost, all that money that's being lost, and the networks, Netflix, all the other networks are basically they're making their money still regardless, and then the writers are not able to basically benefit from the work as much. So it's that's the Cliff Notes version of it.
The gist of it. Gotcha.
Obviously it's a little bit more complicated, but yeah. So as always, I'm a big union guy, so solidarity with the with the writers union, and actually I think the Actors Guild is on the verge of a strike as well. So the last time something like this happened was in the mid to late 2000s, when the Screen Actors Guild and the Writers Guild as well went into a protest strike. So yeah, there's your daily dose of Hollywood politics.
Fair enough.
You got anything else?
I have one more thing, switching gears. And this is actually thanks to your wife.
Okay.
So last week she told me about this game called Baldur's Gate.
Yes.
3.
Yes.
I have never heard of it, and I never played the previous 2 games.
Mm-hmm.
Since she described it to me, I have been so obsessed that I have been looking it up and researching it. And coincidentally, some news came out about it. So for anyone that doesn't know, Baldur's Gate is an upcoming game which is based on the newest chapter of D&D. It is going to be a true RPG game where all your decisions change the game's output, right? So the ending really does matter.
Yeah.
You can pick different classes, just like D&D. Each class has their own storyline. So if you ever played Hogwarts, same concept is where, if you're in a certain house, you can't do certain missions. Each class has their own missions. Not everyone's going to be the same. And they're doing it to such a proportion that no one has done it like this ever. So it's definitely going to change. They're one of the first that are going to do it.
I gotcha.
There's a lot of expectations. And it's being every year. They're like, oh, it's going to be pushed out for another year. Pushed out for another year. Good news, they pushed it up.
Nice.
So I think it was originally released mid August, something like that. Now they pushed it up, and they're like, this game's ready to go. So for anyone that's going to play it on the PC, it comes out August 3rd.
Oh wow, that is right around the corner.
Yeah. So Baldur's Gate 3 comes out August 3rd for PC. And then PlayStation 5 and everything else, I think a week later. They're tentatively going to also have it for Xbox down the line, but they don't have a date for it yet.
Gotcha.
So for PC, August 3rd, I think PlayStation, everything a week later.
Nice.
So, yep. Well, that's some great news for gamers.
That's awesome.
Yep.
That's awesome.
That's all that I got.
Yeah. Well, that's all we've got for you this week. As always, we appreciate you guys tuning in. Let us know if there's anything that you missed, anything you wanted us to talk about. Let us know in the comments. Please interact. Hit the like button. Subscribe. Do all the things. We appreciate you guys tuning in as always. Stay tuned for more content, and we'll catch you next week.